Hey. Mr. Manly here with lesson number 367 in How to Be Manly. It's fair time in Luzerne County. I've been there a couple of times, but I'm not a regular patron. However, this year, I plan to be in full attendance as I recently met a single mom who has a daughter with a horse competing. I gotta say, this mother is a pure thoroughbred named Alicia, and I knew my way to get in touch with Alicia's heart, was to show interest in the horse competition her daughter Abby was in. To score some points with the family, I suggested we all go out for dinner the night before the competition, then afterward watch the Robert Redford movie, The Horse Whisperer. Alicia was thrilled, and the evening could not have gone better. She thanked me for a wonderful night and said after the horse competition tomorrow, Abby is staying overnight with some friends, and I thought we could get together. Of course, I gleefully accepted her invitation, and as I trotted home, I hoped to be at full gallop the next night. When I arrived, Alicia said, finally, a free night. I love Abby, but tonight, I just want to relax. I prepared us an appetizer, main course, dessert, and of course, some bubbly. She said, bottoms up. I said, absolutely bottoms up. Then I told Alicia I prepared a similar meal, but mine was made in a manly manner. If you ever find yourself in a similar situation, follow along in your manly manual, page number 367, and repeat after me. Number 1, appetizer. How'd you like to try my deviled eggs? Number 2, hey, look at this prime rib. Doesn't it look good? Right down to the bone? Number 3, shoo-wee Alicia, try this eclair. It comes with a special cream. Soon after, as Alicia dices up your deviled eggs, which reduces your prime rib to a ground chuck, and your eclair no longer has any special cream, you'll realize just what kind of man you really are. Until next time, this is Mr. Manly saying be manly and good day.
It's already broken. It's time for Prospector's Briefs on Rock 107.
The best-selling items at Walmart are bananas. Well, that's if you don't count the meth sold in their restrooms. The new Rolling Stones album will be the first one without Charlie Watts. It'll also be their first one featuring songs about life alert and reverse mortgages. Saints rookie quarterback Jake Haener has been suspended for 6 games by the league after testing positive for performance-enhancing drugs. There are drugs that can enhance players' performance? Can we get a supplier's contact info? Replied the Arizona Cardinals.
Prospector ruins everything, even the news. Tune in Monday for Prospector's Briefs on Rock 107.
Drop balls at a nursing home. Good morning. I'm Rock 107's Prospector. The Kansas City wideouts had some crucial drops. Detroit's ground game controlled the time of possession, and a timely pick 6 helped the Lions defeat the Chiefs last night in Kansas City. The NFL season is underway with a full slate of games for Sunday. Before you bust open that gambling app and start betting, you need to know who's going to win. It's time for Tara's Takes. We're going to get my wife Tara on the phone this morning, have her pick some of the games this week, and tell us who's going to win.
Hello.
Hello. Hi, Tara. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
All right. So this season, I decided to have Tara, you, give me your takes. Tara's takes on 4 NFL games every week, and we're going to just see how you do picking games, okay?
Oh, God. Okay.
So the first game, the New York Giants versus the Dallas Cowboys. You know who both of those teams are?
Yes.
Okay. What do you know about either team?
Not much.
Okay. Who do you think, based on your expansive football knowledge, Tara's take, who's going to win, the Giants or the Cowboys?
The Giants.
She's taking the New York Giants, 3-point underdog. So I'll give you the 3 points. You get those points, and you get to see if Saquon Barkley and the Giants take out Micah Parsons and the Cowboys, okay?
Okay.
All right, game number 2, the Battle of Ohio, Cleveland versus Cincinnati. Do you know those teams?
Cleveland Browns.
Mm-hmm.
Cincinnati, I don't know their team.
You forgot, weren't you going to be a Cincinnati fan at one point in your life?
Oh, the Bengals.
So now you remember. Okay.
Yeah.
So Cincinnati and Cleveland, what else do you know about these teams? You know any players on the team or anything?
No. I'm going to go with Cleveland.
You're going to take Cleveland. You're taking all the dogs. The dog pound are 2.5-point underdogs, so I'll give you the 2.5. You're taking them over the one-time AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals, who were beaten by my wonderful Los Angeles Rams in the Super Bowl just a few years back, right?
Uh-huh.
Game 3, New England versus Philadelphia. Right down the road, Philly.
Philadelphia.
Now, wait. Slow down. Do you know either name of the team? What are their names?
Yeah, Philadelphia Eagles and New England Patriots.
All right, you do know that. What do you know about the Eagles? What do you know about the Patriots other than their names?
I know that the fans could be mean sometimes for the Eagles.
Yes, they can. The fan base is very tough down there. So you're going to take the Eagles over the Patriots, right?
Yeah, because they're good.
The Eagles are good. I mean, they were in the Super Bowl last year. They are 4-point favorites. It's the first favorite you've taken. So you have to give up 4 points. They need to win by more than 4 for you to win that game, but that's perfectly fine. And on to our final game. Across the state to Pittsburgh, the Pittsburgh Steelers, oops, I shouldn't have told you that, versus the San Francisco team.
This is the 49ers.
I don't even like saying their name, yeah.
Sorry. I'm sorry, Steelers. I'm going with the 49ers.
Taking the team I hate the most in the league, the team that I often say in a fit of hyperbole that I root for a plane crash every away game. You're going to take that team?
I'm taking that team because they are good players. I'm sorry.
All right.
I know you hate them, but they're good.
I do hate them so much. All right, let's see how you did. Come Monday morning, we will reconvene and see how you did, okay?
Do I get any money or anything?
No, you just do it to see how you do. This is all about pride, Tara. Money. What do you want money for?
I don't know. Just to get a treat if I get things right.
Well, maybe I'll give you a treat of some sort, baby. All right, there it is. Tara's takes. Let's go over them real quickly again. You're going to take the Giants, the Browns, the Niners, and the Eagles, correct?
Yes.
All right, 2 dogs and 2 of the favorites. You taking them. We'll see how you do come Monday morning. Thanks, baby.
Okay.
Life's pretty tough right now. There's plenty of bad news, but it's not all bad. It's time for the brighter side of Prospector on Rock 107.
Planet Fitness had a promo this summer to get kids moving where high schoolers could come work out for free. They just released their final numbers, and it was a huge hit. Between May 15th and August 31st, over 3 million kids signed up.
Thanks. We needed that. The brighter side of Prospector on Rock 107.
The following rant may cause you to pull your hair out, scream at the radio, punch the dashboard. Complaints should be addressed to loudmouthyambag@rock107.com.
Hey, I'm Rock 107's Prospector, and here's what's got me jacked. I saw a guy at the casino last week wearing a t-shirt that read, and I quote, "My rights do not stop where yours begin." Well, yeah, they do. As my rights stop where yours begin. They have to. Otherwise, none of us are truly free. And if you're struggling to understand that, allow me to try to explain it to you. The idea that my rights end where yours begin is essential to our society. It's called the harm principle, and it's been in place in America since the beginning. It's a concept that emphasizes the importance of allowing individuals to live their lives as they see fit, as long as they do not harm or infringe upon the rights of others. In a world where government and society at large often try to regulate every aspect of our lives, the harm principle serves as a beacon of sanity and rationality. It recognizes that individuals are best equipped to make decisions about our own lives, and that the government should only step in when someone's actions pose a clear and demonstrable harm to another person. And I know somebody wearing that shirt probably thinks, look, my rights are important. They are, but no more important than the right of the man or woman next to you or the group as a whole. And that's really what the harm principle is all about. In our American society, the harm principle is the bedrock principle that's guided our legal and moral framework for centuries. It underpins our belief in free speech, freedom of religion, personal privacy. It's a principle that we should fiercely defend because it's the very essence of what it means to be free. The idea that my rights end where your rights begin and vice versa, it's important no matter what side of the aisle you sit on. because it's not just some abstract concept. It's a fundamental idea that shaped our nation and continues to be vital in ensuring that we remain a land of liberty. The idea that your rights do not end where others begin is bunk, and it puts your rights above all others. Yeah, that ain't freedom. That ain't liberty. It's the tyranny of you, and it's as dangerous as it is selfish. I'm Prospector. I'm for the people. Who's with me? I gotta go crazy, man.
Ever see the crazy guy screaming at the wall outside the Times building?
Where does this rage come from, my son?
Tweet us with hashtag #IFoundProspector and we'll come and get him. Prospector, mornings on Rock 107.
You've been waiting since February. Good morning, I'm Rock 107's Prospector. The NFL is underway. The Lions knocked off the defending champs Kansas City last night to kick off the 2023 NFL season. You know, the National Football League, where grown men dressed like human action figures throw around a pigskin for our entertainment. It's a spectacle, right? Now they've got all sorts of fancy new rules this year, too. I heard they're considering giving quarterbacks their own personal bubble wrap suits. I mean, why not? Those guys are practically royalty. You can't even breathe on them wrong without it being a 15-yard penalty. Roughing the passer, more like gently caressing the passer. And let's not forget about celebrations. Remember when the NFL fined teams for celebrating touchdowns and the like? Well, say goodbye to the No Fun League, because celebrations are back, baby. Team celebrations, individual celebrations. The league has encouraged it for the last few years, and they've really turned touchdown dances into full-blown Broadway productions. I saw one guy do the cha-cha, moonwalk, and a quick rendition of Swan Lake, all in one end zone dance. I half expected him to pull out a top hat and a cane. And what's with the team names these days? The Washington Commanders? Seriously. I mean, I guess it's better than the Washington Redacted, but come on. Give me the good old days when teams had names that struck fear in the hearts of their opponents, like the Chicago Bears. You see a bear coming at you, you run. And let's talk about coaches in the NFL. These guys are like mad scientists, scheming, plotting. I swear, some of them probably have secret layers hidden under the stadium, complete with sharks with freaking laser beams attached to their heads. And the fan bases. Don't get me started. I mean, between chanting Eagles fans whipping batteries at chanting Jets fans and Cowboys fans who still somehow act like it's the 1990s and their team wins a lot, you got folks painting their faces, wearing cheese on their heads, chanting like they're summoning ancient football spirits. I mean, I get it. It's a passionate sport, but let's not forget to take a step back and realize we're essentially cheering for a bunch of guys trying to move a ball across a field. It's a game. It's in good fun, all right? And even though I don't expect too much from my beloved Los Angeles Rams this season, we do love our football. Speaking of my Los Angeles Rams, they decided they're going to wear their much maligned bone-colored jerseys for a couple of games this season. Yeah, I mean, bone-colored? I guess they're camouflaging their own failures. Hey, maybe they're trying to blend in with the skeletons of their past playoff hopes. Enjoy the season.
What's a yam bag? A fool, an idiot, a blockhead, a dunce, or an ignoramus. You know, a dullard, simpleton, or a clot, nitwit, dipstick, pea-brain, mouth breather.
It's now time to announce the winner of Prospector's Yam Bag of the Week, as decided by you at rock107.com.
Here are the nominees. Nominee number 1.
I don't know if there's a drug dealing for dummies book, but this should be in it. A 46-year-old alleged drug dealer in Pennsylvania named Alan Phelan was arrested last Friday, and the person who tipped him off was Alan Phelan. Police say Alan called them to his apartment, said someone broke into his place by smashing a window. When cops got there, they couldn't find any evidence that somebody actually got in. They asked him if anything was missing, so he let the police come inside to look around. Problem was, Alan's drugs and paraphernalia were sitting around in plain sight. They found fentanyl, meth, marijuana, and prescription meds he didn't have prescriptions for. There were also baggies and glass vials. Alan's facing a slew of charges for possession with intent to deliver.
Nominee number 2.
La Quinta should just roll this out as free advertising. Their complimentary breakfast does often include sausage. A 35-year-old was arrested after exposing himself in the breakfast area at a La Quinta near St. Louis. His name is Kenny Johnson. Perfect last name, right? On Saturday, he approached a woman, unzipped his shorts, and whipped it out. She told the front desk they called the cops. Hotel says there's security footage of the whole incident. According to police, he's from the next town over, so it's not clear if he was staying there or just popping in to show off the goods. He's facing up to a year in prison for first-degree sexual misconduct.
Nominee number 3.
This is just a unique level of dumb right here. Cops in Nebraska released audio from March where a guy called 911 to report that someone was driving the wrong direction down the highway. It turned out the guy missed one minor detail. He was the one driving the wrong way. He told 911 that a truck almost hit him head on and nearly ran him off the road, so they sent a cop out to stop whoever it was. When the cop eventually caught up with the wrong way driver guy, it was the guy who called 911 sitting in the driver's seat. By that point, he'd realized his mistake. When the cops asked him if he knew why he got pulled over, he said, "Yeah, because I was on the wrong side of the road." He added that he must have missed an exit. But the real reason, he'd been doing some drinking. They arrested him when it turned out he was over the legal limit.
And the winner is
The drunk driver who called 911 to report someone driving the wrong way, and it turns out he was the one driving the wrong way and was arrested. You are the Yam Bag of the Week. Congratulations. Keep it here for all the nominees for Prospector's Yam Bag of the Day, weekday mornings on Rock 107. Thanks for listening to Prospector's Prime Cuts podcast. Be sure to catch us live weekdays from 5:30 to 10 a.m. on Rock 107 or online at rock107.com or the Rock 107 app, a free download for your Android or iPhone. Subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher Radio, or wherever you get your podcasts so you never miss Prospector's Prime Cuts.